To this point, as we've talked about system analysis and synthesis, I could probably offer you several one or two sentence descriptions of or definitions of systems thinking, though probably none of them would be of much use. Peter Senge, in his 1990 The Fifth Discipline, the Art and Practice of the Learning Organization, referred to systems thinking as a discipline. And if it's a discipline, there are a set of things that one does on an ongoing basis to practice and develop the discipline. So what I'm going to present to you is probably the most, well, to date, the most marvelous picture I've found about the habits of a systems thinker, the kinds of things that one does on an ongoing basis if they are a systems thinker. So we begin by looking at the big picture. The big picture, yes, my take on it is that you want to look at the relevant picture. You want to look at all of those relationships that are actually contributing to the situation being the way it is. And when you look at that relevant situation, you want to think about the way that you think about things. Why do you think what you think? To actually challenge the assumptions that you're making. You want to talk to others, listen to others' ideas about things because the different perspectives, the different um, views on things have a basis and can develop a better understanding. And when things really get confusing, you understand that you're dealing with systems and they're complex. So you want to be patient and work through it, and an understanding will develop. You want to look at things from different perspectives, from different sides, different viewpoints, to develop as broad an understanding as possible. We talked before about patterns of behavior, so you want to think about how things actually change over time, and you want to identify the relationships that are responsible for those changes over time. And then you look for ways to help the system work better, as opposed to simply trying to find some aspect of the system to blame for what it is, because it's the entire set of relationships that's responsible for the behavior being what it is. And so what you're looking for are the keys or the leverage points in the system which will allow you to make an appropriate set of alterations in the relationships to produce the new pattern of behavior that you're looking for. So you figure out the actions that you're going to take, and you think about the implications of those actions, and consider how your thinking actually affects what's going to happen, because we act based upon our beliefs, and we then have to understand how the implications of those actions are responsible for what happens. And once we do act, we have to continue to monitor and check to see if things are actually going the way that we plan them to go, and if not, we have to make alterations. So this is a marvelous diagram. Someone once told me that they could use this diagram to explain systems thinking to their grandmother in a supermarket. I'm not sure I would take it that far, but I think it's a marvelous diagram. There is also a piece of work by the Waters Foundation Systems Thinking in Schools project on habits of a systems thinker, and there's a link to this page in the resources tab for this particular lecture. And when you go here and click on each one of these, it provides you a definition and some additional questions to ask. So I refer you to this as a marvelous resource also. Hope you found this meaningful, and I'll see you in the next video.